Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, guys. And we want to invite you to something super special. I have a personal goal of being able to help 500 families create their own stimulus using social media. Everything from using your skills to become a social media marketing in your area of expertise, starting your own social media business, learning how to leverage social media to offer your products and services, learning how to use social media to serve your community right now. And the beautiful thing about it is this challenge is free.com. So if you go to bit.ly slash the number seven show up over the next 7 days, starting today at 9:30 when I pick up this social media masterclass to outline to you why these 7 days are so critical to your next level. So if you haven't signed up already, go to bit.ly slash the number seven days show up and make sure you register. But guys, we are in a brand new season. And it's honestly a season that most of us can say we've never seen like this in our lifetime. And what that means is new season requires new activities. And a matter of fact, something I'm going to teach in my mentorship on Monday. Right now, there's only two things you should be doing with your time. Number one is client work. And if you ain't got no clients, the number two is marketing. So you can get some clients. And whether your business is closed, whether nobody's coming in your business, it doesn't matter. If number one is absent, then you need to be working on number two and creating marketing programs, marketing plans, products and services that people want from you. There's no three, four, five, six, seven, and eight. You're either working for a client or you're working to get a client. And that's how you measure your productivity every day. If you wake up and you say, man, I ain't got no clients today, then number two needs to be activated to say, okay, I ain't got no clients today. What am I going to do to get some clients? And like I told you guys earlier, ego, ego needs to be curtailed because the ego won't feed you. So I'm gonna let my morning show host today chime in. And if you know everything's going virtual, if you know social media will save you, I don't care if you love social media or you hate social media, you need to go to bit.ly slash 7 day show up, sign up for this free social media masterclass because at this point, I don't know what other choice you have.
In this current climate, you coach, you are absolutely right. And if you establish yourself on social media, even if you're new, now is the time to put your footprint out there to get your digital piece of real estate in place because we are in a time that we've never seen before, and it's most likely not going back to what it used to be. So, marketing is the lifeline of a business. But if there's no one, you have a brick and mortar and there's no one to come into your business, who are you marketing to? Get your butt online and go to bit.ly, the 7 day, number 7 day show up, and learn how to use this social media, use the social media platforms. Now, I have a little secret to share. Don't y'all tell nobody, okay? I hate social media, okay? But, capital letters, but it's necessary. So whether you hate it, like it, love it, it's not going anywhere. So it's something that you need to learn how to use and to use well, use correctly. You know, what's the use in having, I mean, you got the tool right here in your hand, in your lap. You don't even, you look, you could take your laptop and lay in your bed and make a mint if you know how to do it
So,
right.
Rose, why do you hate social media? I'm curious.
Why? Cause, coach, I kind of pride myself being a private person and, posting. better in posting everything you do and having to think. I don't like that. I'm kind of, what is it, one of those introverted extroverts or whatever. But I'm getting used to it. I'm coming along, because I know it's a necessary evil, you know. But yeah, I don't really like it.
And it works, Rose. It works.
It does.
It works. I
Can
have
I let
and
y'all in on a little secret?
Mm-hmm.
It took me a long. I think people misconstrue my hunger as like, because I'm hungry enough to go live 3 or 4 times a day. That don't mean I like this shit.
Yeah,
because I'm hungry enough to get out there and leverage these different social media platforms. That doesn't mean I like it. So it's two different things. People like, well, coach, you like it. No, I don't necessarily like it. But I don't have things I don't like worse, like not being able to buy groceries and not being able to, take care of my kids and not being able to pay my bills. I hate those things way, way worse.
That's true. That's a good
And
way.
so when you have to measure which is the lesser of two evils, then man, I love social media. I love it. And sometimes things are a mental game. When you tell yourself you don't like something, you end up really, really, really not liking it. So I wake up every day. So let's talk about how do you get to like social media. Number one, be excited that you get the opportunity. So would you rather go out on social media or whether you kiss your boss ass every day? Which would you rather? So sometimes you gotta stop and think about what would I rather have? Would I rather have the freedom to work from home, the freedom to make unlimited ass money, the freedom to work all night or not at all if I didn't want to, the freedom to be able to take care of my kids, the freedom to be able to not be stressed and panic when shit jump off, the freedom to have just a few dollars in the bank. Would I rather have that or would I rather have my privacy? When it comes down to that question, I ain't got no damn privacy.
I'm getting better. I'm learning to embrace. I'm embracing. Put it that way. I'm not learning to embrace. I'm embracing because I'm sitting right here this morning.
And Jay-Z even has a song about how how hard it is to be a celebrity. He's like, oh my God, all this money is just so hard. It's just so hard. The paparazzi taking pictures of me is just so hard. He's like, but I remember hard growing up with my mom not having food. That was hard. And I remember growing up and our house dog is a basement. He got saying, he said, paid the rent with the light bill. Now crib dog is a basement. So we gotta stop being so freaking spoiled. And for everybody out there broke, you don't have the right to say what the hell you like and what you don't. If your monetary situation ain't right, if it's some things lacking, how dare you sit up and say, well, I don't like it. I don't want to sell this, or I don't want to sell that, or I don't like selling this, and I don't like selling that. And why is she selling this? And why is she selling that? And you so busy placing judgment that you should be out there saying, well, how can I sell this? And how can I sell that? And if it's going to keep your lights on and pay your bills and people need it and people like it, you'll be a fool
not to do it.
You'll be a fool. I'm just being honest. So this is not a season for egos. Ego will keep zeros in your bank account.
Well, that's good.
You too good. I'm too good to go on my social media and offer a product or service that somebody's laughing at me or somebody's worried about. Man, I'm not worried about nobody but my next client. And if it take me 20 people to say no for me to get 2 people to say yes, I don't have a problem with it. So in this season, I'm not dealing with nobody that has such a high valuation of themselves and such a low bank account number, because the two don't match. You can't be so high and mighty that you too good for this and you too good for that, and your bank account sitting on flats like a Cadillac. It does not add up. I can see Bill Gates saying, well, I don't really want to sell that. I can see Bill Gates or Warren Buffett saying, well, that product don't really match my brand. And there was a time where I could say, man, you out there doing too much. Offer the products and services that was in your brand. Nowadays, I'm like, fool, is it finna make you some money to see you through?
That's right.
Can you wash a couple of cars? The one for the corona, could you clean a couple of houses? I mean, do you want to starve? Or would you rather be a little bit uncomfortable?
And you know, Coach, it's funny you say that. I'd mentioned that to one of my associates. She said she needed some extra money. I said, well, since you used to own a cleaning business, I said, why don't you go to senior citizen houses and clean their houses? I ain't doing that no more. I said, well, then you don't want no money. You ain't hungry.
I was gonna
this whole season,
yeah,
is about to define who is really hungry and who's not.
When I think about, I think it's really a code word for quite a few things: the fear, the procrastination, the lack of enthusiasm. Coach used to say, it's not that you're tired, you're uninspired. Like, I don't like is really a code word for a lot of other things that become.
And I agree, but I don't like is also a code word for broke as hell. I don't like it's also a code word for hungry. I don't like it's also a code word for homeless. I don't like is a code word for repo. I don't like, or I don't want to. I'm scared of. I'm procrastinating. Yeah, it's a code word for a lot of negative things that can happen to you when you don't get out there and get your grind on. It's the bottom line. That's so right. Again, guys, if you haven't signed up for the social media masterclass happening today at 9:30, and we're kicking off a 7-day social media challenge next week, bit.ly, the number 7 days show up. Listen, if you're not serious about protecting your family right now, don't feel like you need to sign up. You don't have to. You're not doing me any favors. A lot of times people be like, well, Coach, I'm going to go on and sign up for your webinar. It's free. You ain't doing me that no damn favor. Come if you need help. If you don't need help, don't come. It's the bottom line. But you got to understand that you psyching yourself out of money. You psyching yourself out of opportunities. Somebody told me yesterday, well, I remember the last time I launched this, that, this, and that. They laughed at me. Who? Because the bill collectors, they not laughing. And the mortgage people, they not laughing. So who laughed at you? And why are you worried about that?
That's right. You got to out of your comfortable place.
I mean, you're talking about a free masterclass, or you, Coach, will say, okay, people say they can't afford that. If you can't afford that, then there's really a problem. It took me all of 2 minutes to go and sign up. In the time that we've been in this broadcast, the first 2 minutes, I was on that link and I was signing up.
You can't afford it. Thanks, Coach. Listen to you. My bank account don't look like a temperature in the winter no more. I'm no longer homeless, carless, and I have 3 sources of income. Guys, all you gotta do is show up and listen.
Yeah.
And execute.
Absolutely execute. Because nothing moves forward without execution. You can have all the knowledge and whatever in the world, but if you don't move it out and share it with the world, what good is that?
And remember, Rose, what we talked about last week, it's mindset.
Absolutely.
It's mindset. That's all it is.
That's what keeps me showing up on social media, even when I don't want to, is the mindset. You have to change your mindset.
The link is bit.ly/7-day show up. And we're going to be talking about multiple streams of income on social media next week. We're going to talk about getting started generating income on social media next week. All of that, because all of that is critical to your existence right now.
And don't
And
forget to broadcast, everybody. Sharing is caring.
It is caring. I was just going for that because she says it all the time. So go out and share it. Go out and share this morning. Challenge yourself to share it with some other people to let them know this masterclass is happening so that they can receive breakthroughs too.
That's
Everybody's
right.
breakthrough right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you
Literally.
don't know, so like
Invite,
you said,
share.
if you can't afford free or don't even want to have an experience to see what it is that you may not know or understand, what are you waiting on?
Because now with everything going on, nobody is just going to give it to you. This time now we want to see how much can you work for it, how hard you willing to work for it. You know, I mean,
And you know, the
people out there
hardest part,
fighting.
I'm sorry, Heather. The hardest part is getting over you, getting past you, understanding that you hold the key to your success. And it's up to you every day to turn that key. Remember, it's only two things that's important. Number one, client work. And number two, if you ain't got no client work, marketing to get some clients.
Absolutely.
If you don't have any revenue that's coming in today, why not? And what can you do to change that? And how big is your ego that it won't allow you to pursue things that's going to help you? I'm going to tell y'all something. Every time I get ready to do something new, I pull a bus up to the curb and I invite people an opportunity to come in. Some people get on the bus and they ride, but they don't do no work. Some people get on the bus and they active every day on the bus. Some people don't get on the bus at all and keep getting left at the curb over and over and over and over. So you got to decide which person are you and do you want to get left in the season?
And because seasons are changing, it's time to get on board.
Man, they got shares of Wendy's stock for $10 right now.
Really?
Nike's down to $36 a share. The bottom is literally out of the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Let me clutch my pearls. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
As the time, the season.
Lysol is $13.
And that's cheap.
What's $13?
Lysol.
Oh, okay.
Clorox was $130.
Get you some. Don't forget to get you some Zoom. I think they were like at what, 110.
And everybody, their mama using Zoom now.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know anything about it. Didn't want to hear anything about it. Oh, we don't want to use that now.
And everybody's calling me and asking me what do I use?
Mm-hmm. And how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are in a time right now like no other. And those times it's not going back to what we know. And even if we were to go back to similar circumstances, it's still going to be totally different. So there's a new way and a new day, and you got to learn to use what is in your hands, and what is in your hands and what you know, and using the tools to bring that out to the people. Good morning,
and everything you touch, you can make money from. Everything you think about, you can make money from. Literally.
And not only that, and you know, this is going to be an opportunity to create some things that don't even already exist. There's going to be so many service industries that are born overnight. And you're going to have to make the choice. Do I want to work a job or do I want to work my brain?
Exactly. And when you can work your brain sitting from just about anywhere with an internet connection, why wouldn't you?
Hey, coach, I seen a meme on Instagram. It made me think about you. And it said, millionaires are born out of suppressors or something like that. And I thought about what you always say. And I said, yeah, we are about to just say, hey, I'm here.
Now, talking about creativity, someone has put up they created a site called Wash Your Dirty Hands, and they are a hand washing consultant. Now, how creative is that in this time?
Wow.
Now, is this geared for children or for adults too?
It's for everyone. It's for everyone. They will go and consult with the company to teach their folks how to wash their hands properly, how to exercise good hygiene in this climate. And I was like, now that's really creative.
Wow.
Now, I did see someone with soap making classes offering information on how to make like sanitizing soap out of various different products, since you can't go and get it on the store shelves.
Mhm.
So they were already doing various different soaps. Now they have like a hand sanitizing soap that you can make, kind of like a do-it-yourself.
See, that's good. Like Coach said, like you said, Heather, like Coach said, a lot of businesses are going to be born out of crisis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Dr. Cynthia, you know, everything in your kitchen cabinet, you can put it on your body anyway, just about.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of people I talk to, they always say, well, what do you use for this? Or what do you recommend for this? I'm like, oh, well, you can use lemon for this, or, turmeric for this, or ginger. But that's in my cabinet. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Save you some money.
Absolutely. Vinegar.
But you know, old school, our mom and them didn't have all them cleaning supplies.
Sure did.
Mm-mm.
Old school, they had a little piece of rubbing alcohol, little piece of vinegar. What else did they have? Lemons. Man, they
Oranges.
had orange peels.
Yep.
You know, crazy stuff.
And it worked.
What's that? Castor oil.
Ugh.
God.
Ugh.
No, you didn't throw the castor on there. Oh my God. Come and get your weekly dose
Ugh.
of
Yeah,
that.
Remedy has a home remedies book that she sells. So yeah, all them cleaning supplies at some point. My grandma used to say, be careful with them cleaning supplies because they the germs become resistant to the old cleaning supplies.
And breathing in all of that, all those fumes and
Yeah.
stuff. That's your fumes.
Don't
Oh.
ever mix no Clorox
Oh my God.
and no Pine Sol.
Oh, Lord.
Because the chemical reaction alone, when I did it one time, I'm gonna blacked out.
Oh my God.
Mm.
I'm gonna blacked out.
Oh my God.
So yeah, guys, if you haven't already signed up for today's social media masterclass, bit.ly/7day show up. We are about to kick off a free 7-day social media challenge. We're going to be showing you how to build businesses, get more clients, do everything you need to do with social media, because social media really is the key to financially being able to overcome this current hurdle.
Right. Exactly. Because what they say, you need to be socially distancing. But you can be socially distanced, but you don't have to be socially apart.
Right.
Because you have your tools right here. So bit.ly to 7-day show up, learn how to use your social media as it should be to grow your money. And even though they say they're going to send you a stimulus check if you fall between a certain income, and they're going to defer some of your bills, when this is all over, guess what? The wolf going to be right back at the door. And now, are you going to be a lamb for the slaughter? Or are you going to say, here, take this and get away from the door?
Because we were talking about cold words earlier, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the previous situation where there was a stimulus check, that was code word for payback.
Yep.
Right.
That stimulus checks, that money had to be.
And can we just be honest that how far is that check really gonna take you anyway?
Thank
To
you.
the corner and back.
Thank you. How many bills is that going to pay for a lot of people? And you
Make one and a piece.
can a piece. And
One a possible. Like spades, one a possible.
one of the
Like,
pot-
how many books you got? No.
One a possible.
and then again, when you get the check, where you going with it? Everything closed.
I'm sorry.
Stores closed. Go to the pharmacy, you can go to the grocery store. But I mean, you know, they want you to stimulate the economy. The economy closed.
Wait, I got an idea, Rose. I got an idea. For some women, they can go buy bundles.
The hair salon closed.
They can sew it in themselves. I don't know.
But they gotta get it, and don't a lot of it come from overseas?
A whole lot of it.
And,
Yeah.
and I don't think they're shipping too much over here right now. They're gonna have to, but you know, they're gonna have to learn how to reuse that.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to wash that, condition that real good.
Pluck the
And
roots,
see,
all kind of stuff.
those are the kind of educational opportunities
Yep.
that are about to be available in this new world. This
Yeah.
new world ain't about can you afford it. The new world is about is it even available?
Right. Exactly. Because a lot of
If
that,
I was a meal prepper, I would out there be doing meals and showing people how to make inexpensive meals for the week. You know,
Mhm.
7 days of lockdown is a lot of days to make sure every snack, every meal. Me and Heather was talking about that the other morning. She's like, Coach, every meal at the house you serving our kids breakfast. You hit the refrigerator for every meal for just a couple of days and see what it do.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
3 meals a day for 3 people. That's 9 meals a day. Zoe we said, Coach, 9 meals a day. And then 9
Times-
times 7 for the whole week. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a lot. When you
Yeah.
look at the numbers like that, that's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. It's a lot to have to provide for. It's a lot to have to buy. You know, and then if you got 2, 3 kids in the house,
Mm-hmm.
kids eat all day long. I eat all day long.
No, you got one kid in the house that eats everything.
Oh, wow. You know, it's a lot.
And that goes back to Rose, what you were saying about us being spoiled, because we're so used to having it,
Yeah.
you know, and now you have someone says, no, you can't have it and take it away. You're
waving at
like,
Mr.
wait a
Troy.
minute.
Hi, Troy.
He on here. Where my buddy at?
Cujo.
He's like, what?
Cujo, they looking for you.
Well, if I'm looking for him, I saw him the other day in that picture.
You really love that big old dog, don't you?
I do. Cause he
Cujo.
He got them 3 meals a day. They say he got to have his 3 meals a day and his snacks.
You know what? You know what, Coach? Speaking of dogs, I had to run to Kroger's, and you know all the dog food was gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, you know, what am I gonna feed my dog? And I was like, oh my God. But the only thing that was left, I take it back, was the most expensive dog food.
That's
Everything
why
else
I
was
told y'all being broke is expensive because there's a wave that goes through. Now you're not broke, you was just busy. But there's a wave that goes to the grocery store, and you know, it's the first people there get the highest quality, most expensive. Family packs and the values and the sales. And the longer it takes you, the more money you're gonna spend and
Yeah.
the less value you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So guys, if we haven't already convinced you that social media is the key to being able to really elevate your brand in this season, go to bit.ly 500.com/7 day show up. Make sure you sign up. I have a social media masterclass that's kicking off in about 37 minutes. You want to make sure you're there. This is a season where there's going to be a lot of opportunity to either lose a lot of money or make a lot of money. And this is that gap in the road where you're going to have to decide which side you want to be on, the money making side or the losing money side, because you can't be both. So if you haven't already signed up, sign up, invite a friend, start a watch party. We'll see you at 9:30 this morning for the masterclass, guys. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day, everybody. Masterclass it up.